Welcome everyone to this stream. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're doing great. Glad that I'm here live again to spend some time on charts with you. Let me check if everything is fine and then we can start. Sorry for the delay today. We had some technical issues, but no worries anymore. Alright, I think everything is fixed. Okay, let's switch to the chart. Hello Erica, how's it going? I have increased the volume a little bit. Let me know if it's any better. Okay. Let's switch to charts. What do we got here? Yeah, the order block, right? Okay, great to hear. It was max on my streaming application. I had to change some settings in the computer to increase that. For some reason my microphone's volume is not too like that great. I don't know why, but let's start with BTC. Okay, so like we've been talking about these consolidations on this order block zone for a while now, right? And it was in confluence with the golden pocket of the Fibonacci retracement, right? We've been talking about this being an interesting and strong support level. Hello Jerry, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. So we had two confluences, and then on the liquidations chart, yep, this arrow is from last streams, right? We had a liquidation level right at that zone as well, right? So that's basically the reason that we're getting this pump. Now this 0.55 level is kind of mine. I came up with that, but like the idea is not too complicated, honestly. But usually when you have this level on your chart, okay, or in like in general, when you see the golden pocket region getting front run like this, right? I don't really think about this 5-5. Just think about the golden pocket, right? When it gets front run, usually the like crypto, especially BTC, loves to come back and revisit the golden pocket to grab the liquidity below this low and maybe stop all these early longers out here, right? So that's something to keep in mind. That's exactly what happened here, okay? And I've been talking about this before, but it's like good to have a live example here. Okay, now about BTC, like when I see a range like this, I love to add my volume profile, right? And we're still outside the value area, right? The value area might change because we're getting lots of volume probably at this low. I assume, I haven't checked, but that's basically what I can assume. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, the spike. So this value area might change in the next couple of days, okay? But for now what we currently have, why this is too big, I don't like it. We have BTC outside the value area, right? And just like what happened here, okay, we had a deviation here outside the value area, okay? Once we got the acceptance inside and the retest, we had a long targeting range high, right? So I'm looking for exactly the same thing here as well, okay? But the execution might be a little bit different here, okay? So if we find acceptance above this level, okay, and then retest it, I am going to long it, long BTC targeting the range high, okay? But then the stop loss is going to be a little bit tricky, but I need to have a look at the structure and the price action at that zone to see what's going on, and then set my invalidation level. Right now I don't have enough data to tell you about that, but like that's basically the plan that I have for BTC, okay? Now I think there's also like a much more, no, I don't want to say bearish, but like a little bit of consolidation before the move higher, okay? So I think there's also the possibility for us to form a range here, okay? So basically this is what I'm looking for. So we can actually form a range, okay? We kind of consolidate, rate the high, come back inside, rate the low, and then break it and start going higher, okay? This scenario is also possible for BTC. For now, I mean, we don't have a point for our range high, right? So we don't have a high swing. That's why this is just assumption here, okay? But let's assume that we get a swing level at the retest of the value area low, something like this, and then we start to consolidate. Then this is going to be the range high, and then what I'm then we're going to have a short at the high and a long at the low, okay? So keep that in mind as well. Now I know the market is green and everyone wants to buy, but like this scenario, which is a little bit of consolidation, is also on the table for now, okay? Just like what we had after this drop. Now I know like we had this drop as well, but I know this is some bigger drop, okay? But I think the idea is still the same. We had a nice reaction at the beginning as well, right? We had a reaction here we had this support level, right? We had a nice reaction, we pumped hard, but eventually we went down, like we rate the low, formed a range, and then we break it and start going higher, okay? Oh yeah, the CME gap is exactly the next point that I want to talk about. But yeah, just purely based on the price action, this is what I'm looking for. Now that Jerry mentioned the CME gap, okay, now we've been talking about this in our Discord, right? That we have a gap. So we had a gap, okay, but then when we were kind of trying to fill it, we made another gap, okay. So this is a funny thing to have. You don't see this every day on your charts, but yeah, this is the most recent one. So there's also this possibility, of course, Jerry, for BTC to come and form the range high at the top of the gap, okay. So basically, if we're going to go straight up from here, okay, we're looking for a retest of this level, basically the gap, okay. But like we're going to trade what the charts are going to give us, right? We need to be aware that there's this possibility of ranging a little bit before the move higher, okay. Let me actually see if it's in confluence with the value area low on the CME. More or less, yeah. So yeah, that's what we have. By the way, guys, we're going to have a chart request session at the end of this stream, so you can drop your tickers or your favorite coin in the chat. I will have a look at the charts if you want, of course. So yeah, that's about BTC, and not much about on the weekly TPO. We're still below the value area of the previous weeks. Doesn't look super bullish, but BTC is working on it for now. Of course, the weekly time frame is always lagging a little bit, but we don't have much data as well. The daily one is making higher value areas, okay, and the trend is bullish. We don't want to fight it right now on the daily. So far so good. Just be aware that we have lots of naked points of control higher. We have one here, one here, one here, and one here, okay. All these levels can act as strong resistance levels for us, okay. So you can screenshot this chart just to be aware of all this. If you want to learn more about TPO, you can watch. I have a course inside the Discord just about the TPO. It's less than an hour. You're gonna learn a lot about TPO, but just for the sake of today's stream, we have lots of naked points of control to the upside that each one of them can act as resistance levels, okay. AVAX, yeah, I will have a look at AVAX as well. Let me just quickly have a look at ETH first, and then yeah, okay. So I'm so happy to see this, honestly. So we've been talking about ETH not making new lows before a higher move, okay. At least in this drop that we had, it wasn't the greatest, but like we have taken out lots of liquidity below this low, okay. So this is the plan from the last stream, and nothing has changed really, okay. So if we find acceptance above this green box, this retest is going to be my long entry, and I am going to target the all-time high for ETH in that case, okay. Let me grab some water. All right, So let's have a look at AVAX. Drop your tickers in the chat if you want me to have a look at the charts. Yeah. So it's definitely at a good spot for buy. Here we go. So this is the consolidation range, okay, the one that we made a deviation below. We break it to the upside, we retest and just pump after that. 200% pump, not a small number, okay. And AVAX is kind of at the same level as well, okay. So basically this level is the most important one right now. If AVAX holds it, okay, I can actually see it going higher to make a new high, at least a local high, okay. But like closing below this on the weekly time frame and like start consolidating would essentially lead us to the range low, right? So pretty simple. Not saying that this is going to happen. Of course, if you want to trade it, you need like more like some lower time frame confirmation. We didn't have anything on the daily, but on the 4 hour, this is the range, okay, that created the low, okay. And you want a break just like what we are having right now, and hold and then moving higher, okay, for the trend to shift and start going higher. If you are a fan of the inverse FVGs, you basically get the same range as well, right? You get something like this. Yes, it must hold the OB, and by I know you mean this order block, right? So two confluences: the range high, the consolidation range high, or the accumulation range high, in confluence with the order block. Actually, I'm actually curious to see where the yeah, not the greatest retest of the golden pocket, but yeah, I know you're a fan of FVGs, Erica. But yeah, basically, like purely based on price action, this is the range that created the low. You want to close essentially above that, and of course on the 4 hour, this is your fair value gap, right? Yeah, you get the same range. I mean, I don't want to be like obsessed with this type of stuff, but like well, essentially you want to hold this level, right? That's what I can say about AVAX. My thoughts exactly, yeah, sure. Great to see it. So investor is asking about Doge. You always ask about Doge. Erica always asks about AVAX and Sol. You always ask about Doge. I don't know what's the deal though. Where's Doge? Oh, it's where's this trade coming from? I don't know. So yeah, same thing, right? So we talked about Doge a lot in the past streams, right? So this is the consolidation range, right? And I said that Doge has to hold the value area high of the range, okay, which is doing a great job at doing it, right? So we held it once, couldn't really go higher. We made a new low, right? But it's currently holding it, and that's all that matters here, okay. For the safest play on Doge, I want to see it above the actual accumulation range high. which is this level, right? So the best case scenario, you get a break above this level, a retest, okay, and continuation to the upside. If this something like this happens, like what I said on AVAX, I will target a new local high. That's basically my target. But like, it's crypto, crazy things can happen, so always feel free to keep a portion of your positions open, especially on higher time frames, right? When we're targeting 100%, it doesn't really hurt if you keep a portion of your position open for higher targets. But yeah, it looks very much like Doge, like AVAX, sorry. Okay. There was another one as well. Was it Sol? Oh no, Sol is the one that we shorted, I think. Yeah. Ziwalos is asking. I hope I pronounced that right. Woo, you're asking about Woo, okay. Okay. Yeah. Is it low? Is it the all-time low? It's not yet. What about on other exchanges? Like Poloniex is the one that. Yep, it's the all-time low on this exchange. Good to see, actually. I'm gonna explain why in a sec, but not on OKX. What about KuCoin? Not on KuCoin as well. So basically in the accumulation ranges, right? When you are coming lower, you form an accumulation range like this. The strongest coins, okay, are going to, the strongest accumulation ranges are going to be to the downside. So they are going to make a deviation outside, come back inside probably, and then start going higher. Okay, you want to see something like this at the low. Okay, this is exactly what Bitcoin did. Okay, sorry, look at this. We went down. Okay, we formed the range, right? We break it to the downside, which is a deviation confirmation. Okay, then the actual trend started. Okay, but on a chart like Woo, it didn't happen, right? So this was the range high, this is the range low. We never really grabbed the liquidity below this equal lows or the all-time low, which is at exactly at 10 cents, right? That is not a good sign. And if you go through your watch list and go through the coins, you see the ones that created this deviation here, okay, are actually stronger right now. You see Woo didn't do that, and it's at the low, kind of, basically, right? On top of my head, I cannot really think about anything. Maybe Link. Yeah, look at Link. Link is just the best example. Probably we had this accumulation range, okay, but because we have made this deviation, we have spent 3 weeks below this level to grab all the liquidity that has been made here. Then look at this trend, it's holding up stronger than something like Woo, right? So that's something to keep in mind, right? But But yeah, locally, and I mean on higher time frames, I would love to see a new all-time low. It's also 10 cents. It's a psychological level. No one wants Wu below to go below 10 cents, right? And everyone's stop loss is here. Okay, so everyone who had bought in this whole range is going to sell if it goes below this level, right? But that's exactly where you should buy and where I would buy. Okay, so close here. And then you can target a new local high. It's not the all-time high though, right? I think if we get a low, it's just going to be one of the best buys in crypto, because I know Wu has great fundamentals as well, right? So if you're okay with the fundamentals and you see something like this, just wait for where you think everyone is going to sell, and believe me, 10 cents is that level for Wu. All right, Tia. Yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Zuelos, yeah, I think I pronounced that right. Tia, Erica, is it one of those? Is it all the data that it has, or it just got listed like what? Does it have futures? Yeah, it does. Okay. BitGet? No, I think that's all we got. Okay, so let's use the Binance one. Yeah. Bybit perp. Yeah, I mean the same thing, right? I'm gonna use the Binance one because it's the one when I search, it's going to be on top of the list, and I can easily find it. I don't want to add it to my watch list. I'm probably going to remove some of these as well. Okay, so since you are a fan of gaps, we are feeling the last gap on this chart, right? Yeah, the order block was probably a level that you didn't want to lose, but you did on Tia. But more locally, because this weekly chart is just not giving us anything. First, it has made a new low, which is a good sign here. At the lows, you want to see liquidity grab events, right? So you have swing failure here. Okay. And since you have something like that, this is the range that created your low. You see, if you want to look for inverse fair value gaps, you don't have anything here, right? But if you use ranges, you actually get a level. So yeah, basically you want a break, hold, continuation on this one, right? This is going to be your entry. Of course, the time frame is daily, so I don't expect this to happen tomorrow, but I think it actually can give us like stop loss below the swing level. It actually can give us a nice trade, like maybe target this range, right? It's 6R. It's the probability is there, the risk to reward is there. But of course, this is the ideal scenario, right? It can just if Bitcoin starts like bleeding a little bit more, we are going to see a new low as well. Okay, then it should work on a new accumulation. But if Bitcoin is going to continue higher, this is the ideal bullish scenario that I see on TIA. Okay, so on August 18th, unlock of 7.12 million, 0.71% of max supply of Manta token. Do you think it will impact the current price? Circulating supply Manta. It definitely will, but I wouldn't trade based on that. That's the deal. So we have Manta. So Daniel is also asking about IOTA. I will have a look at IOTA after this, but so yeah, I like this like recently listed coins, right? When they look like this, let me have a look at other charts as well. Yeah, so these usually pump for all the early investors to take profit, basically, like, all right, because if you have an entry here, okay, which the initial team, the owners, and like all those people who supported the project have an entry here, right, basically. So when it's up 1,000%, you're probably going to take some profit, right? It makes sense. But usually if everything is fine and it's not like getting heavily manipulated, right, and everything is going to like everything is normal, right, like usually like 80% of the time you see these coming and revisit this level that everyone kind of invested in earlier, okay, to see what the reaction is, and if people are still interested at this at 35 cents, maybe it can start going higher, okay. So if there's going to be a token unlock as well, I think you have to look at this level for a local low, right? But as I said, like in the previous in your previous question, as I answered, like a new low is what you want to see if you are going to grab a bag or like start investing in crypto. Like when things are going higher, it doesn't really make sense, and the most money that you can make is by actually buying at the lows, right? Just look for a confirmation setup, like I always say. Just wait for a range to form, wait for the close and gain above the range, okay, and then buy the retest. That's what I did on Bitcoin, right? At Bitcoin, it was like, for me at this low, it was the easiest chart. If you go on Twitter, I have basically my pinned post about Bitcoin and why I longed it at here, basically, right? So on BTC, we had this range, okay, we had this deviation, we come above, sorry, this was the range that created the low, right? We come above, we retest the range that creates the low, and that's basically your entry, and look what happens after that, right? My entry is about 19k, I think, on BTC. It's below 20, I'm sure. But yeah, most money that you can make is at the lows. Like if you are looking to buy Bitcoin right now and it goes like 50%, it goes to 90k, okay, and believe me, there are going to be a lot of obstacle ahead of us if BTC is going there, okay, and you see that by doing that you made only 50%. Like if we go to 100k, you only if and you buy right now, you are going to make less than 70%, which is not a lot, right? So the most amount of money that you can make is to buy things when they are actually going down and they're forming the range, the accumulation ranges, right? Because the difference is if we go to 100k from here, I am going to make 400%, not 50, and that's going to be the difference for me, right? So the entry matters. And when you see tokens with good fundamentals that are making new lows, one example is Atom, actually, right? So Atom is making a new local low. It hasn't been here for what, like since 2020. It's like 4 years, okay? And if I'm okay with the fundamentals and stuff like this, when I see this is just an opportunity for me, okay? I love to see Atom below $5 to buy, because it was around 50 at the peak of the bull market, right? So when you see things going lower, don't be afraid, at least in the current situation and environment. Have IOTA, asked by Daniel. Yeah, same thing. Like, I know IOTA, I know it has like great fundamentals. At least I hope I know. And it is making a new local low, not local low, like it hasn't been this low since 2020, just like Atom, right? And I would love to grab some IOTA at 12 cents, because at the peak of the bull market it was $2.5. It's 1,800%, man, right? So again, like, you see accumulation, you find the accumulation ranges, right? You see the deviation, okay? While it is going down, there's no real reason to buy it, because you don't want to catch the falling knife, right? You should look for some kind of a reversal, okay? And what I suggest is just find this range that creates the low, okay, and just buy it on the retest after the gain above, okay? After you gain, buy this retest and wish for higher prices, right? And even if it goes to the accumulation range high only, okay, it's 100% and 3R. But then let's imagine it goes actually to this range, and then it's 13R and 400%. Rather than if you buy it here and it goes to this range, it's only 100%, 150. Okay, so there's huge difference. Thanks, very well explained again. Yeah, thank you, man, for the great questions. Oh, you will buy a bag of Atom? No, I don't recommend it. I haven't done it myself yet, because like it is just bleeding. It's just going lower. Okay. Look at this. When we were here, we were also making a new low, right? And if you bought some Atom here, you would be in loss right now, right? Because it went even lower. That's why I say you should find for some kind of a reversal pattern. And what I will recommend is just wait for this range, wait for something like this, retest, buy at the retest. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I did. I also tweeted about that at the time. Go go look at the tweet, my pinned tweet. But yeah, so it was going lower. I didn't buy here. I mean, I wish I could, but I have no edge buying here because it can go even lower, right? I buy when I see some kind of a reversal, and the reversal pattern was here. So you see we gain above this high. This is a break of a structure, and this retest is my buy. Yeah, retests are important, very important. Okay, so what else we have? So we have Algo. Algo is also like Chris. Chris is our fundamental beast inside the bearness, right? He loves Algo. I'm not sure what it does exactly, okay? But Chris, or Crypto Assessor, which works with us in the fundamental section, loves Algo, okay? And purely based on the chart, I love to grab a bag because, like, look at this, man, it's 2000%. Oh my god, it's even higher. But I don't buy it right now when it's bleeding, okay? I will buy it when I see some kind of a reversal pattern, okay? And mine is going to be this range. Grab above, okay? So I love to see it grabs above the high. This retest is going to be my entry. Yeah, you're welcome, Daniel. Thanks for asking questions here. What do you think about XRP's recent news? I know that I was waiting for a new low on XRP too long, but it didn't give me that. It only retested the value area low. Look, that's the power of volume profile, right? So it actually come down to my entry and the target is hit. But I would prefer it to make a new low and then try retesting it. But yeah, the idea is still the same. And plus XRP loves to do stuff like this. That's why trading XRP is usually hard, especially on lower time frames. Yeah, you're welcome. Welcome, CP Sailor. I hope I pronounced that correctly. You have hard names, guys. So yeah, XRP. I love to see it below 30 cents, but it's just as strong. And it looks as strong. Also, I know, like, there are rumors of the SEC filing, like, kind of going not against them, like, and but like, I don't know, it's just something that I don't really pay attention to. I look at the charts and I trade and I buy stuff that I think are at good buying zone and demand zone. Right now I don't think XRP is at that region, but below 30, yeah, hell yeah, let's buy some XRP. Because if even if it breaks this range and, like, kind of does something like this, where do you want to put your stop loss, right? You have to put it here, and then even if you target the all-time high, it's not the best risk to reward. if you target this, it's too, I mean, not the greatest, but then you have like 57% stop loss, which is not ideal, right? So what else, guys? What else? Do you have any other requests? Because we're getting close to the end of this stream. Dot, by the way, is also one of them. It's making a new all-time low. Like, it is literally all-time low for Dot. If Bybit has the full data, I'm not sure. No, it's not all-time low, but it is local low at least. Hasn't been there since 2020. So all these like coins that were hot during the 2021 bull market are just making new local lows, right? We had Atom, we have Dot, we have Algo, and a couple of other ones that I cannot recall right now, but Barik, right? He's asking about Tau. I don't know. It's just going lower. Honestly, I would avoid trading it, but if you want and like you have no other option, I would wait for a flip of this level. So I would look for a break above, a strong move, like some kind of follow through, and then I would buy it at this retest. Otherwise, I don't touch it. I don't touch it because there's a huge chance that it comes, like grabs this, comes below, and then makes a new low, and then just go to zero. Just kidding about the zero part, but it's possible to make a new low here. Because I mean, look at it. The structure is bearish. Like you don't see a single higher swing here. Every high is just lower. So lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. So why would you buy something like this, right? So wait for some kind of reversal, some kind of break of structure if you want to buy it. So today WooX pre-launch perpetual futures market with Woo was the one, right? Woo was the one that actually looks good for a buy. Right? This is our plan basically. I wait for the new low and then find my stop loss and then target the local high. And look at this trade. This is what you're looking for, right? Not a 2R on some random shit coin. 0x0. Is it a thing? What? It's the first time that I'm even hearing about something like this. It's been asked by 6G. Okay, so this order block is what you want to hold, and it's currently working on it, right? On the daily, looks fine, I guess. Doesn't look awful. We have this swing failure. So yeah, it's still like the structure is to the downside, right? You don't want to fight the trend. And right now, if you ask me, there's a good chance for it to just come retest this, go lower, lower, okay? That's at least that's what the trend is telling us. What you want to see in order for you to go long on a chart like this is a reversal pattern, right? You want a break above this level to form a bullish break of a structure, wait for the retest, and then long at something like this. I don't have enough data because this range is not enough for me to find entries. You should wait for the price action to develop here, but essentially that's what you should be looking for if you want the high probability trades. Let me see. So I have a bag of BGB which I bought at 20 cents. Would you hang on it until BTC makes a good run to all-time highs, or do you profit along the way? Let me have a look. So 20 cents. So you pretty much caught the bottom, right? And like that's a good question that you're asking, right? Because sometimes your entry is like low like this, and when you get entries like this, you should think about where other investors or where all the other people who longed here, okay, are going to take profit. And usually the round numbers are the numbers that you want to see, right? So it's 1.5, for example. The all-time high is 1.5. That's the reason, right? But if you want my advice, I would suggest and recommend you to have a look at the structure. And if you see, I mean, in any position that you're in, okay, and you have a entry at the lows, you should pay attention to the structure, okay? I mean, let's look at this. So if you have bought something like this, my suggestion right now is just for you to do nothing, because the structure is bullish and it's going higher, okay? It's making higher highs and higher lows, okay? But for me right now, the this swing to hold is here, the low swing, okay? But if I see a close below this on higher time frames, on the weekly, for example, I think the structure can shift, and it is essentially a sign of weakness. So I will look for some kind of a relief rally, okay? So if we get a close like this, it's a sign of weakness, and I will look for a retest to take profit, okay? Now look, exactly, I kind of predicted it. Of course I don't want to like make things complicated, but that's the reason behind this relief rally basically here, right? That's where you short basically. When you're looking for shorts, that's exactly where you look for shorts. That's what I explained you, okay? But short is essentially a sell, right? So if you have a low entry, this region was a good taking profit level, right? Because the structure is bearish now, if you ask me. Yep. Okay, so yeah, it's actually making it equal low here. Doesn't look that great. So yeah, I think since your entry is here, you're up about 300 in total. Like at the peak it was 600, right? But like I think at least keep this level in mind. Okay, below this you don't want to go really. Okay, or you want just only VIX and then fast recovery. But I would take some profit on another retest. Okay, so this retest is going to be another at least a take profit level for me, because the structure is bearish, right? And you, if it goes higher, you will still make money, right? Don't be greedy and things like this, because if you be greedy, there's a good chance you'll lose everything that you make on this position. That's my advice, at least. Shocking, some of these rug pulls unbelievable, worse than last bull run. Yeah, 6G. I know what you're talking about. I get lots of people asking me about those, and unfortunately, like, that's basically in the nature of crypto market, so you should be very careful. Oh, I have read it wrong. Read what wrong? I read it wrong. They launch the order token, orderly token on VOX. Oh, okay. Saying it is pre-launch and pre-pitch of VOX. Okay. Sorry, my mistake. But the trend is down. So 6G is saying, yeah, but the trend is down on everything. Expect those being chilled. No, the trend is not down on everything. It depends on your time frame, right? This trend is bullish. This trend is not this trend is not yet broken on the weekly, right? It is broken on the daily. But you can argue like this, it is also bearish on the weekly, but for example on the monthly it's to the upside. So it depends on the time frame. Yeah, on the 1 hour everything is probably bullish now, right? Because BTC looks like this. But yeah, depends on your time frame. Let me know what time frame you have in your mind. Could you summarize the one you find in Discord, please? Yes, I will probably. So I need to remove some of these from my watch list and add a couple in. Once I do, I usually post them all in Discord as well. You can join us for free. Let me see if I can find a link. But if you're in Discord, you can get access to all those charts for free. Oh, BTC. So Anil is asking about BTC. Well, I talked about BTC for about 20 minutes, but like, let me give you a recap of what I think about the BTC. So we've been talking about this order block on BTC for a long time, right? For at least 4 months that this consolidation range has started. Okay, and it was in confluence with the golden pocket. We also had a liquidation level here, right? This liquidation level. So it looks good. We were expecting a reaction off of this level, which is exactly what we're getting, right? But the most important thing in order for BTC to keep its momentum is a close above this level, which is the value area high. Okay, now it might not be something like this exactly. I mean, it can happen, but we might get some kind of a consolidation before the move higher as well. So 2 scenarios, right? One of them is just we keep the momentum, we go higher and make a new all-time high, but another scenario is for us to consolidate a little bit before the move higher. Okay, That's basically what I think about BTC. I didn't really go into details. If you want details, go, watch the beginning. Yeah, Nasdaq. Oh, Nasdaq is one of the ones that I love. We pretty much nailed the TA on Nasdaq, right? If you want more information, go watch the previous streams. But like I said, I don't like it below this level, and if we go here, these levels are the ones that I'm going to look for. And everything is just hit on Nasdaq. Yep, so this is the origin we just hit. We were explaining this arrow is from I think 2 weeks ago on the stream, right? So I said I don't like a close below this level, and if we get it, we're going to visit this consolidation range first and then this. But locally, I think we're at support. First of all, I have to mention that. One thing that I don't like about NQ right now is this equal lows. Okay, I don't like it, so it kind of suggests that we're going to get a retest of this level sometime in the future. At least this is the ideal scenario that I'm looking for, right? But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But the important zone to flip if we are going to go higher is just this high. Okay, if we do this, it can actually go and grab this high. But for now, I mean, I kinda don't hate a new low here just because we have these equal lows. So I forgot to ask about 1 inch. Yesterday they had touched 2.2 billion USD volume in last 2 weeks. Oh, nice. I'm sure I have 1 inch here. Yeah, exactly. It just looks like the hot and not like all those hot coins from the last bull cycle. It's making a new all-time low, and like Zavilas is saying here. So let's think about it, right? So we have a coin that we know has good fundamentals, and at its peak it was $7 basically. Okay, and now it has touched 2.2 billion USD in the past 24 hours, but it's 20 cents now. Okay, doesn't that sound like the best investing opportunity? It does for me, right? But I don't trade things purely based on fundamentals, right? I will look at the technicals. I trust the technicals more, honestly, right? So two things about this chart. First, I would love to see a low below this one. So I would love to see it doing something like this. Okay, then in order for me to go long on this, I would like to see a flip of this zone. Okay, so if I see this is going to be my entry, and I will target higher. So I will get an entry at around 40 cents, but my target is just moon basically here. how much is it going to be? It's going to be about 2000%. Right? Right, I think I'm done for today, guys. I have to go grab some food. I'm a little bit tired. So thanks for being here. Once again, like, feel free to join our Discord. We have opened our Discord for free for 60 days, and everyone can just join. Right? You should just click on this link. Okay, let me paste it in the chat. Okay, click on this link and do the verification steps, and basically you're in. It takes like 30 seconds. Okay. Oh, sorry, I pasted it in the wrong place. Oh man, I'm tired now, I'm sure. Okay, I'm waiting for it to load the chat. Yeah, Erica, thanks for tuning in. See you around the nest. Let me just find a link. Do you have a link for the free membership, Erica? Oh yeah, it loaded for me. I can do it. Okay, so click on these links, guys. It's also in the caption, in the detailed section of this video. These 2021 coins are great tax loss coins. Yeah. Thanks everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to get the opportunity and join our Discord. It's free, everything. Just come and look around. I'm sure you're not going to regret that. In the end, it's free, right? Why not? So yeah, have a fantastic day or night based on your location, and see you around the Discord. Have a good one.